Okay, right, brilliant. Let's see if any of you managed to make it. Sorry about this. This is just one of those things. I think we'll try and do a short finish, and what I might do is download these clips and put it together later. I'm trying to find the page with. Well done, guys. Trying to find the page where it actually says, because I thought I was adjusting the bitrate and I wasn't, so it's still trying to do. I can't seem to get the. It's still trying to do 8,000 kilobits per second, which is at 11,000. So it's going up. It's just fluctuating too wildly. So I figured if I could. Oh no, it says bitrate. Setting is used. I'm going to put it down to the lowest. No limit. Higher the bitrate, the greater the delay. Oh, maybe. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. This is to, I'll leave it back on 3 then, which is what it was. That might be better. Is that delay acceptable, or is it still kind of crazy? Okay, cool, thanks, Steve. You can't see a spanner next to your name. Was that just the chat? Oh, I don't know. Let's wrap things up and do the little chat about the rig, because we can finish off then. Hopefully the stream will stay. Bit of a lag, but don't worry about it. Okay, I think I need to investigate and maybe spend some more time with this and figure out how do a private stream and fine tune it with the boys, Sammy and Steve. Quick, someone put 50p in the Jervis. Yes. Okay, so I fully intended to bring 3 instruments. And the ones, you know what I'm going to say. For those of you who are regular viewers, there is one particular instrument missing from this trio. Or there's one instrument you could imagine being included with a miniature modular and the CPM DS2, which is a cracking little thing. So, Cressy, they're not here. We're far away. We're far away. But there we go. So look. So I brought this, and I thought, wouldn't it have been great if I would have brought the, I'm going to say, do you know what I'm going to say? Answers in the question in the chat or comments below, and even when you find out. Hey Steve, good. Welcome to back. Welcome back. Yeah. So I was always going to bring the CPDS2. It is such. Oh, hello. Here we go. Such a great. This autofocus. Such a great. Oh, hello. Is that actually? Oh, it's not. Is it not? Is that gone as well? Oh, flipping heck. This one's easy. This one's just run out of battery. It was at 60%. I think having the camera on these old phones as well, it might not be the best a man can get. So I have got this camera, which we haven't used yet. It is the worried camera. Oh, it's a slightly worried camera. Macrame. The macrame camera. Yeah, so, and the other thing is I forgot to bring a power supply for this. The batteries are out, and then I realised that I bought extra ripcords. So Steve, can you whack in the comments, and I'll do it on the phone, wherever that is, my volts, because I've got a ripcord. I've got a couple of 12-volt ripcords, which I bought when they were a Kickstarter. And I tell you what, I've had so much use out of them because it just goes into a USB. So it's like if I even chuck one in every bag I've got. And that means that I'm never without a 12-volt power supply or a 9-volt power supply. But I'm also powering the modular with the step up, which is it's a little nubbin. Oh, I'm waiting for the camera to turn on. A little adapter which fits onto the end of a USB-C to C cable, and it provides, a regulated 12-volt power supply from a PD, power delivery enabled USB, plug. So again, as long as you've got a good quality C to C cable, which I've got, again, this is a my volts one, Big thanks to Movolts for sending me these, by the way. So, you know, much appreciate their work. As I said, I've already, you know, I've supported them right at the beginning. So yeah, it comes full circle. But I wouldn't be without this stuff. Now, this is a 13 watt modular power supply by the B-Boys. Oh, guys. And they don't do a 13 volt. Who does a 13 volt power adapter apart from the B-Boys? Uli. But anyway, it wouldn't have been Uli. I don't, even though he is somewhat an engineer. It would have been someone else. But that 13 volt. So I've used a 12 volt PD, and it seems to be supplying sufficient power to the rack to give us some sound. Have we got that camera? Has it come on? This is the only thing about using mobile phones, isn't it? Like I said, it's a great thing to be able to use your old phones, but this Pixel XL Mark 1 I picked up on tour. Crikey, it was used then. So yeah, really useful to have, but clearly the battery is not as let's have a look at that. Is it gonna yes, there we go. Bit of a delay there. Oh no, it's yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, it's upside, is it upside? No. So yeah. So obviously, if you're not familiar with the Stylophone CP-DS2, it's a drone synth with 2 oscillators with filters built in, and an LFO here, dual wave LFO, 1 rate which you can then clock, and each. I was hoping, and I didn't know what I was going to do because, like I said, I'd planned to do this with another instrument. Has somebody answered that question? 49p in Wales, yes indeed. Let's have a little look. Oops, dropped it again. No one said, okay, well, I'm going to put you out of your misery. Oh, hello, let's get the right, blimey. Is it that one? Of course, Novation, circuit rhythm. Circuit rhythm will then deliver, you know, found sound and drum sounds, so it would be more rhythmic. Even though, to be honest, I must admit, I don't think it lacked for rhythmic flavour and complexity. I think, you know, I think ultimately it needed some more melody. So maybe I should have brought another family favourite, the Micro Freak, which could have done some chords. And yeah, I think that would have been the thing. And then, you know, the modular world is finally getting me, and it's been a long journey for me because I haven't initially gelled with it, and I haven't really wanted to do specific things with it. And I think my modular journey is one of music first and exploration in sound that has had, you know, highlights for me. Was the first thing was Synth East in 2024, having a gig, you know, the patch off, the All-Star patch off. That really just made me go, okay, let's get, what am I missing? What haven't I got? What can I do? Where, you know, and that really, that birthed my workflow, and everything then has been fine-tuning and a pushing of the boundaries of the things that I want to do to create music using this gear, because it's personal to me, and I'm not trying to replicate anyone else's sound. Although I am now, as tonight hopefully has maybe highlighted, exploring more esoteric, more experimental things. And I'm not going to go down that route, but I think I have to go into the avenue, the cul-de-sac of experimental sounds. And I think I really want to, investigate boucle. I'm not going to get into 4U stuff because that's just an expense that I can't afford. But I'm kind of interested in modules that are directly influenced by. Now I know Pittsburgh Modular do stuff that is definitely got a lot of Buchler-esque. I mean, the Pittsburgh, the Microvolt 3900 that I've got has definitely got wave folding, and it's got, you know, a function generator. So that, I think, can take blame, if blame is the right word, credit. Let's give it credit for me wanting to get into that kind of world. Oh, I need to sort this out as well. If it's going to be any kind of use, it needs to not go to sleep every 15 minutes. So I know there's those. I know that that Dopefer do a Vactral low pass gate. It's a dual channel, which is, you know, under £100, so that's reasonably inexpensive for modular. So there's things like that. So I'm kind of like interested in that, and it would be remiss of me not to mention Tip Top and their Buchler endorsed modules. So you can actually get, I mean, a 258, 259, and, you know, that kind of a 281. I'm just saying numbers now. I don't know what they are, but they do, you know, the function generator. They do the low pass gate, and they do a complex oscillator and a simplified oscillator. Now, even the simple oscillator in here would be, you know, I think it's bigger than the Behringer, but I have to say I'm at odds with this, in that it's a, you know, it is Behringer. It was 49 quid, you know, and it sounds really nice. It's dodgy ground, isn't it? But yeah, the Tiger is a great thing for experimenting. Yes, kissing the machine. I would love to spend some time with the Voltage Labs. Definitely Voltage Labs 2. Voltage Lab 2. Voltage Labs is what Soman synthesizers are now called. Let's not get into that. But yeah, you know. Right, we've got some questions. Synthepotamus, have you had any time with any Behringer modules? Curious about the opinion on their quality. So, well, they don't match up to. And the only one I've got really is the 112, which is the System 100. My leg's going to sleep. But yeah, I mean, they're built to a price. They are built to sell, so longevity is not going to be there. If you look at some of the other sort of the copies that, because they do all the mutable instruments, but if you look, I mean, there are other copies of, I mean, that's open source, all the mutable instruments, so you could argue, well, that's been given to everyone for free anyway, so we've already got clones of that. I've bought a clone of Clouds really early on and didn't really know what to do with it, and still really don't know what to do with it. But I've put it in the mutable middle of my bigger rack. But I'd like marbles. I think that's when it will start making sense. Plats, marbles, and that. So again, you know, the Behringer marbles is half the price of anyone else's, at least. So that's definitely, it's appealing for its price, and we're all skint. We all haven't got the money to buy, you know. But I do like to support, you know, smaller businesses, because, you know, Behringer is a big sort of corporation. So where possible, and there are, you know, there are a lot of companies out there making affordable modular stuff. I mean, the Dopefer stuff's affordable, and it's built like a tank. So, you know, maybe that's something to look for, but not as cheap as $49. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, Synthepotamus. So it's, I mean, it's like anything else. But Behringer really have nailed the door, the gateway. They've nailed the gateway synth community. So they've made it affordable, so anyone can buy a synth and start playing around with it. And from there, you can then go, if I spend a little more, I get this. But, you know, getting you in, the power supply in here is brilliant. So no problems with that at all. But, you know, we've also got people like Rich, Axis Modular, who's a small builder, and he makes stuff that isn't a clone. So supporting him and we'll have a link in the conversation in the chat now. Supporting him and people like him means that he can afford to keep developing new and exciting things. I mean, the LK delay, I mean, that belongs in everyone's rack, and it's this fabulous, sort of delay. It is digital, but it sounds lush, and you've got this big red button which holds the feedback, so you can do all those wonderful. Oh no, it's died again. Why is? No, is it? Yeah, the camera's just frozen. I don't know why. It's not even. It's not. It's attached. The power's on. I just don't know. Well, at least we can see that. Oh, it's moving now. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, so you've got this wonderful thing. So let me just link posted. Thank you. I'll have to do it on my phone because I don't think I can do that with that. So, oh, hello. All right. Oh, I'm live. Is that when I'm live? Yeah. Is this live? Am I just giving my... No. Yeah, that's live. Sorry, guys. It's not the... Yeah, so... And he's got a 20% Get Jervis discount on at the moment. So, if you are thinking of spending a little bit of money on some quality modular stuff that's well built and is unique, do that. So that's what we need, But again, the gateway is important because how do you know you want that if you haven't got in through and sat down and started building your rig, Modulation stuff is important, and the ebb and flow are cracking. I think I might switch the ebb in here for the flow because I miss the sample and hold. Anyway, I'm going to move my leg again. Ouchie, pouchy. Rich isn't in the chat, I don't think. He was at the beginning. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I sing that Behringer do make. So again, it is important. I mean, the Japanese copies of the Strats that were prolific in the 70s. It spawned a new generation of people who couldn't afford to buy the big stuff. You've got to have that. You've got to have affordable instruments to get people in. But again, Rides in the Storm modular, really affordable and nice small footprint as well. So for something like this. Really good. Anyway, I kind of digress. So, beat. It's only 100. I mean, this is something you could. What's it doing? Is it just drop out again? Is that what's happening? It's just dropping. Oh my goodness! It looks like it's dropping. We're going to wind down in a minute because this is it's quite stressful. It's like, I won't lie. It's like seat your pants streaming. But this is a cracking thing, and they've just released they're just taking pre-orders on the filter bank as well, DF8. But I mean, it's an instrument you can play with. It's got a built-in speaker, so you can headphones. And you can run on batteries, AA's. So I mean, I'm using a power supply because obviously the batteries are dead in there. But this is something you need as well. Lol, buffer, drop that back now. Yeah, I think we're gonna find that. Oh, my leg's gone. I'm gonna stand up. Yeah, it's the little dance. Do little dance. Do little dance. Stretch your leg. Stretch your leg. Oh, that's nice. Hamstrings. Oh, that is nice. Sometimes you just got to stretch those hamstrings. Yeah, so I didn't have any. I set this up. I made sure everything worked, and I thought everything worked. I had some issues with lots of other bits and bobs. But obviously trying to get the other one of my cameras working. I mean, this is pretty useless. Which is the iPad one. It's just pointing glaring into the ceiling lamp. So it's not ideal. Just get that hazy thing. So have I missed any questions? So it was very different for me, and I think again, Da Vinci Girl the other week, putting it out there that do I make experimental music, and I kind of think, well, I experiment with music. Is that the same thing? I mean, it kind of is, but it's also different, isn't it? So, right, Biscuit, are they doing a filter module as well then? Yes, the DFAs. Just check their website or their Insta feed. It was there was someone playing with one the other day, and I was like, ooh. So I will be talking to Lee about getting one of those as well. Do you know, I almost brought the flipping theremin because I haven't played with that, and with the cats here, how cool would that have been? Anyway, hey, Alien Intelligence Agency, welcome. Yeah, so don't forget to drop a like into this stream. If you've already done the other one, that's great, but do this one as well. If this is your first time to the channel, we don't normally stream under the stairs next to a coat rack using mobile phones. But you know, we are renegades, aren't we? Get Jervis. He's definitely a renegade. So we do different things, and I think that's the beauty of it. Yeah, so do consider subscribing. We go live Sunday, 10 p.m. UK, and Wednesdays 8:30. Although not this Wednesday, because I am going to a gig, see the fabulous Icelandic trio, three-piece rock band, Vintage Caravan. Psychedelic Mushroom Man. You can see that played live in a cool venue in Bristol. So, any further questions before we start wrapping this up? I've had a coffee. I shouldn't, because I need to go to sleep. I'm probably going to run outside and see if there's any sheep. The other stream it began with sheep. Right, there we go. Any further questions on the rig or anything I was doing? If you saw the jam, you know, that kind of stuff, please ask or now or forever hold your peace. Is it, are we, what's the, see, it's, I don't understand why it's kind of like, it's kind of all right and then it's not. It's kind of all right, then it's not. But we have done 1 hour and 15, I think, so that's pretty the right sort of time. Do you get holiday pay? You're not on holiday, are you? You don't go on holiday. So yeah, you got the night off. We shall just have to make do with some Sonic talk. Yeah. It's not the same show, but it's still, it's you know, no cats in that one, really, which is I think perhaps what's missing. But then ProSynth Network, maybe I'll come on Friday and I'll bring the cats, because they will be around on Friday, won't I? Oh no, it's Halloween. Will I be? I'll be trick or treating. Difficult to say, isn't it? Difficult to say. Right, guys. Well, look. Massive thank you for tuning in this evening. Huge thank you for your patience with the stream and your finding the restreamed second half. But yeah, I don't know if I want to carry on making any music to wind off. We could probably have 10 minutes of creative, but it's just, this is weird. It just keeps, I don't know whether it's the phone or what. It just keeps losing connection. Yeah, it's done it again. Look, it's just going like, it's frozen. My hand's moving. Oh no, there it is. Satsuma robots in disguise. Imagine that. Imagine that the Transformers were pieces of fruit. Maybe that is an alien and we're eating them. Anyway, let's not get involved in that chat. We'll be here all night. Okay, guys, when did you start? 9 p.m. Sorry, early tonight, because I'm in Wales with dodgy reception and I wanted to be done so I can relax afterwards, get a decent night's sleep. We're going back to Bristol tomorrow, so yeah, so that was it. So if you want to find, this is the second stream, the Wookiee. The other stream, yeah, is going to be in the live section of my channel, and it starts with some sheep. Not exactly the beginning, but you know, if you scroll in a bit, you'll see, yeah, just at the door, just there, literally 2 big white things. Like, what is that? Really tame. Really tame. I mean, we are on a farm, so I guess that's why they're wandering all over the place. Anyway, thank you again for your patience. Thank you for joining us this evening. I hope you've had a good weekend. I hope this is, yeah, this has been some way. What is going on? I can hear creaking. Anyway, remember to be good to yourselves and each other. Child. Yeah, we're done.
15 minutes over.
Look at this cheek. Yeah, the headless child. Can you... All right, answer on a postcard. People are saying...
Oh, who's that good-looking guy that's just come on screen?
Well, they already know that. It's me. You know?
Right, yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
What about now?
Oh, have you got permission for that?
Yeah.
Parental consent?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, get a lot of Gabe's friends watch this, so yeah. So big hi to Gabe's friends, who may or may not be listening to this, going like, "What's this crazy dude all about?" Anyway, right. Be well, guys. Azio Head was like, "Come on, show your face." There's a massive delay. You're in Wales. There are more sheep than humans. Yes, the Wookiee. Yes, and his black cats. Yes, James Dyson. Thank you. Did I say hello to you earlier? I saw you in the chat. I don't think I did. Good evening, sir. Anyway, Hardware Jams tomorrow night. Yeah, don't forget that one. And yeah, Sonic State on Hey Kent. I think I've said Hey Kent. Oh, you're in the pub. Joe Y, what up? Yeah, and we'll see you all around. Right, I might just put this to a little bit of a little thing here. What is the sound of this like? Is it still making a noise? Oh my God, that is just making a sound.